Hey there folks, and welcome to our Age of Sigmar Battle Report. Today, Skari and Luka here from MiniWarGaming.com playing 2,000 points match play. Skari's going to continue working on the Hedonites of Slaanesh, and I'm going to try and bring you something new to the table for all of our Disciples of Tzeentch fans. I got myself a 2,000 point list to try out here, and then judge it harshly in the comments, because I'd like to refine it into something a little bit more playable. Unless it's already good. We'll find out, won't we?
And if not, we will change.
Thank you.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Why don't we take a look at what I threw together for Disciples of Tzeentch first. My general will be a single Lord of Change with a Rod of Sorcery. He will have the 9-eyed tome to give him a bonus to casting and banishing? Oh, I totally would have screwed that up. I thought it was casting and unbinding. It's casting and banishing. It works though. With him, we have a squad of reinforced blue horrors who will be his honor guard. And we're gonna go with the bodyguard here, just to mitigate some damage we could take. Because I never feel super confident with Tzeentch while we're playing, and I want to mitigate as much damage as I can through, I guess, elusive ways. One change caster in this list. A squad of 10 pink horrors, and a reinforced unit of flamers as well. I'm running one other regiment. It's going to have a Zangor shaman who will be an illusionist, which is -1 to hit him, or -1 to hit for enemies in combat with him. And the rest of his regiment. Running a couple squads of Zangors on discs with bows. They seem a little expensive, but they have a lot of utility and a lot of wounds, so I want to try them out on the table. And one brick of reinforced Zangors! My battle formation is going to be the Mutagenic Inferno. If I'm able to put enemies on fire, they're going to be -1 to their wound rolls for any attacks they make, including ranged ones. So hopefully that comes into play. Not a whole lot of healing on the Slaanesh side of things. There is a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Trying the Hedonites of Slaanesh again. This time I promise I'll try and get all my rules right. So starting with that first of 2 regiments, not my general's regiment, but I do have a Keeper of Secrets that does have the Pendant of Slaanesh for some cheeky healing, and into the fray in order to really try and get some punch on the enemy. I never leave home without a unit of Fiends. I love the utility of that unit. The Strike Last ability comes in really handy when you're using the Hedonites against lots of armies in the game. So one unit is a staple. They're not very good at holding objectives though. Bringing a small unit of Demonettes. Now of course, if the Keeper lives long enough, they might get summoned again from the Locust, but we'll see. Then we have the Mask as well in that regiment. I like having utility pieces to bounce around the board, and based on the battle tactics, she's really useful. During the deployment phase, you can just get picked up and redeployed anywhere outside of 3 inches of the enemy, which I think is a very good utility piece in this game. And now for the main course of the army. Get it? Gluttos, he's my general, of course, because I absolutely love him. He's awesome. I do have a Lord of Pain as well. He's just going to be running around close to Gluttos. And then a small unit of Slick Blade Seekers, just for some countercharging action. And the meat and potatoes of the regiment, which are a reinforced unit of Blissbarb Seekers. I have fallen in love with this unit. It is very silly. 40 wounds, 30 shots. It's kind of silly.
Wargamers, I have something exciting to tell you. We have a sponsor, which is Whaling Games. They are sponsoring this battle report. Now the cool thing about that isn't the fact that they offer worldwide shipping, or they have massive stock quantities, or it's like you can get anything you can possibly imagine in their store because they have thousands of products. It's the fact that they're doing push-ups. Like, look at this. Like, isn't that nuts? They're trying to discover how many they can do and who can do the most on their team. And it's perfect because we are just moving. The timing couldn't be better. We have this miniature designed by Titan Forge, and it's designed to go on your hobby shelf and remind you to just move. Now available in the MiniWarGaming Forge. By getting this mini, you're making a commitment to yourself that you will just move more, do more, be more active. This one, only get if you want to make a commitment to yourself to move more. Otherwise, get Ravaged Star, because Whaling Games is carrying Ravaged Star in the UK, and that's also another fantastic news piece. Now, back to the battle report.
Let's take a look at the mission, and the mission today is Star Strike, one of my favorites because it is rather unpredictable as to where you need to really focus your attention at. We are fighting who knows where in
Some sort of realm.
somewhere, maybe the center, maybe the fringes. Honestly, the only factions that could possibly care about anything going on here is probably just Chaos.
Chaos. So we've got, of course, Slaanesh, we've got Tzeentch, we got followers of Slaanesh, we've got followers of Tzeentch, depravity, changing depravity, too much fun.
No one's really a winner here, and none of the factions other than Chaos are losers.
I'll tell you, none of the forces of order would be winners here.
Yeah, that's true. And this doesn't look like a very hospitable place. With Star Strike, there's valuable resources raining on the battlefield from the sky, or who knows, maybe coming from underneath, from the sides. We're fighting in space essentially here. Starting in the first battle round, it will randomly show up between both player territories. You roll 2 dice. It's any variable between 2 to 12, starting from the left to the right, with 6, 7, 8 being your most common rolls if anyone plays Settlers of Catan here. So you can expect most of the objectives to line somewhere up in the middle, but you might get unlucky and have them off on the fringes if you're not prepared for it. Now, the way scoring is going to work is you get 3 victory points if you have at least 1 objective. You're going to gain 3 additional victory points if you have more objectives than your opponent, and then you will gain 4 for completing your battle tactic on that turn. The twist to the scenario is that you don't get any objectives until the 3rd battle round, or any additional objectives until the 3rd battle round. Starting the 3rd battle round, you're going to randomly determine 1 objective landing in player A's territory and then player B's territory afterwards. They could be on the same line, different lines. It's completely random. Like I said, one of my favorite scenarios for that reason alone. Now, we have the objectives, or the terrain pieces, placed with purpose as per the terrain layout on this mission, because some of these terrain pieces could get hit by these falling objectives and cause havoc to units on the terrain, near the terrain, and just being annoying in general. If any objectives land on terrain features, units wholly or partially on them suffer d6 mortal damage. Now, the underdog can force the active player to reroll the dice for the mortal damage against their own units, but that's about it. And then the terrain feature becomes an impact site, and then you want to control the impact site for the purposes of scoring instead of an actual objective, because the resource is embedded in that terrain feature.
It's got the golds.
It's got the golds in it there. And that's kind of what we have set up for this one here. It's just another standard conflict between the ruinous powers, and we'll see who, I guess, comes out on top with the minerals they covet. You guys seen the deployment a little bit earlier, but to go over some key facts or key notes, we've got the terrain piece from the Nesh there. Outside of any intervening sections, it cannot be hit by the minerals falling down.
Well, there's already lots of crystals on this table. Now we're looking for more crystals.
Correct. So it's nice and safe there. Big keeper secrets in the middle, everything else behind it. Demonettes off to the side, Gluttos on the right. For myself, I got my Lord of Change with his Honor Guard, being the being bodyguards in this game.
And I picked priority targets, so I get +1 to hit against, or wound. And
against both of
against
them.
both of the general and that big unit of blues.
Yep, as long as you get within 12, that'll be no problem for a Hedonite army.
Well, it's not only that, but my guns are 12.
Correct.
Well, my bows are 12.
All the more reason. All my Zangors on the left, except one of the disc units on the right, with the mask. The sneaky mask right there.
Sneaky mask.
Flamers being safe in the back, and then I'm not too sure how to best utilize the split and split again. Roll from the pinks to the blues and the blues to the brimstones, because it just operates very differently than last edition. So I'm going to try and make it work. It means I have to play aggressively-ish with them. I mean, we'll see.
I'm very curious, because the only time I ever played against you was when you had like 3 units of pinks, and they were double reinforced, like humongous units of pinks.
It was like my army was
and you just
that,
ran them at me,
Yeah.
and then rolled way too many attacks once they rolled brims.
Yeah, I remember that.
And just like destroyed me.
That's how it kind of in a way works the same, but you have a lot of restrictions on it now as well. I'll try to make sure I get them all correct. And again, first time playing Tzeentch, and if nothing in this list makes sense synergistically, well, I'll try and fix it for next time. Now I'm going to be trying to just make good iterations of each list to play missions in this current season of war. I do have to roll for my Destiny dice before we go any further. I got my standalone blue guys here, so we start off weak. We got 2
But
5s.
you have a spell that can modify.
Yes, we do have a spell that can really help us out here. Oh, geez, I got lots of 2s and 1s. 2s, 1s, a 3, and a 1. That's what I'm working with currently, but we have ways to fix that. You finished deploying first because we both are running 2 regiments, and you won the roll-off.
It's the first time it happened to me in a while. So I will be the active player.
Okay.
And I will be the active player.
All
so
right.
I will go first. Mainly because I want the mask to do something cool before she dies.
I understand. Oh, I should note I'm at 1950 points, so I got not on purpose. It just so happened to work out that way.
How
But
dare
I have an extra command point in this first
That's
round.
pretty cool.
As the active player, why don't you go ahead and roll 2d6 to see where this objective is going to
That's
go?
the middle one here.
That's going to go right down this line.
It's gonna go to 11.
Oh, that is actually that is right where the mask is.
Is it really?
Yeah. Crash lands right here. This piece of terrain is not supposed to be on that intersection, so we actually set it up properly, which is quite nice.
Considering how this army is deployed, Luka, I'm gonna say that's pretty good for me.
Correct. Very correct. I actually don't have a lot of shenanigans to get over there.
Get back to me, although...
Yeah, and Gluttos is right beside it. So
I think Gluttos might just go stand on that objective.
I think I'm going to be the underdog for a little bit.
Yeah, I think until you double turn me or something happens.
I'm going to rely on other ways to get victory
Murder.
points, I hope.
Pure murder.
is the plan of attack here. Yikes. Okay. Well, hopefully the other ones just go well for me over here.
Yep.
It's a good thing I'm running the Lore of Fate. I honestly just realized that the Disciples of Tzeentch have 2 spell lores they could choose from. Lore of Fate and the Lore of Tzeentch. Lore of Tzeentch being more of an aggressive mobile one, the Lore of Fate being a more utility-based one, it looks like. I was looking at the Lore of Fate when I was building my list, not realizing there was a Lore of Change. I got Skari dancing in the background here. And
You're not supposed to show people that.
I'm going to just stick with the Lore of Fate, I suppose. I don't know what lore people prefer to use. I guess it's preferential, but I can try and make this one work at least. What is your battle tactic?
So my battle tactic was he sees the center.
Nice and easy
there's not more than one objective on the board.
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
And I can't really, I can't
But
stop
at the
you
start
from
of the
doing
battle round, before that even happens, I do have to do my excess of depravity. I'm picking
yeah.
1 unit to be depraved, and that's my big unit of bows.
it. Right.
So they can run and shoot, and they can run and charge,
Right.
et cetera, which allows me to like redeploy and shoot and run.
Yes,
and
that's
it's like
pretty good.
really, it's actually really
Oh, they're depraved for the entire battle round.
correct.
I like
However, you get a fancy depravity dice.
It's like this tiny little orange die here.
But they did change it, so now
Yes.
every time you
Works
have,
way better.
I know.
Yeah.
It means there's a chance it fails and does damage to you, and I'm excited about that.
When we were playing last, you did this, I'm like, this just seems like a buff to me.
Yep.
Like, you being able to run and charge is nice, but that's like a Slaanesh thing they've been able to always do. So the fact that you give me a free 6 to do it, I'm all for it. But now it's not a 6 all the time.
Correct.
Sometimes it's a 1 and 2.
That's right.
All right, so what are you going to do for your hero phase?
So my hero phase, I've got a couple of things. So I do have to take my Fane of Slaanesh. I'm going to pick Gluttos to get +1 to cast and unbind.
Oh, that's what that thing does there. Yep.
And it lasts until the start of my next turn. But he does take D3 mortal damage, and he cannot save himself from that. So you will take 3 damage for that. Then we'll go to other hero face stuff. The Staff of Masks. She's going to be picking the +3 attacks to her razor edge claws for the rest of the turn.
Interesting. Okay.
And then she can pick a different thing every hero phase, which is kind of cool. Okay, Gluttos himself is going to attempt to cast the Dreadful Visage. I get +1 to cast here.
Manifestation
I need a 7, so I need to roll 6.
11.
That's a 12.
All right, 12 it is. Should I try and stop it? That 12 is going to be hard to stop, so you can just have it. I don't have any way to roll 13.
Yeah, that was a very good roll from Gluttos. Gluttos doesn't tend to do that very well, but I'm excited about that.
Just going to summon it right there, the
Right
Visage.
there.
It blends in nicely with the terrain here, so I apologize if anyone hates that.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah,
So,
summons it out of nothing. I think it's great.
More than 9 away from the Blues, and holier than 12 of Gluttos.
Then the Keeper is going to go ahead and try to summon the Rules of Excruciation. I don't know what I need for that, but it's definitely not a 4.
4 doesn't look great.
That means that she's going to attempt to cast the Mesmerizing Mirror
Gotcha.
as well. And that goes off on a 9.
I'll try to stop it with my Lord of Change. I need to show a 10, though. This tome is +1 cast and banish, so that 7 wouldn't cut it either.
9.
Mirror's going to go right there, fail to dispel it, but maybe I'll banish it later. What's his banishment value?
They're all 7s.
They're all 7s?
So you
Okay.
need 6s if you do
Only
your big
the
guy.
Lord of Change,
Yeah, but you have to be in range of, well, I guess it's
30, yeah, it's pretty big. That is going to conclude Skari's hero phase. I would definitely like to do a magical intervention. We're going to try it with the Lord of Change, because he gets +1 in casting rolls to counteract the negative. I'm going to try to conjure a simulacrum, I think. I don't know what the right call here is. The book seemed fun, but I'm going to be banishing a lot, and I don't know if the book is going to be super helpful. So let's try the simulacrum. Oh, I got it with I actually do get it with a 12, because it's +1 -1. So your +1 to unbind on Gluttos is still relevant if you roll a double 6. Boom. No, not quite. I don't think
What do you
there's-
mean not quite? Not even close.
Well, he got halfway there with the 1/6. Just set that up right there, and hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt somehow. This does not count as an enemy unit because it's move 0 as far as I know. Manifestations, very complicated. Everything else in the game, super easy.
Super complicated.
Manifestations, holy crap.
Holy complicated.
I know what they're doing. It makes sense, but there's a lot of layers to it. I think we're done with the hero phase. We're going to move on to movement.
Movement. Starting with movement, I decided to move my Keeper of Secrets towards the middle of the board. The Lord of Pain didn't roll high enough on his run to get to the middle of the board for my battle tactics, so I ran him off to the side, just kind of helping screen Gluttos, who ended up going onto the objective, the crater, the little star that came down. The Mosque of Slaanesh on the far flank has moved up to engage the Zangor Enlightened, so we'll see what happens there. And the Fiends also ran up the board, so they can't charge this turn, but it's more of a deterrent to stop Luka from wanting to charge me, as well as the Keeper staying close by as well to the mirror. The biggest thing was me at the doubling my Bliss Barb Seekers, which are now all in range of the blue horrors. I'm hoping to just loose a volley and see what I can do with them.
I don't think I see myself using any redeploys or anything of the sort. I'm going to just hold my command points. I'm at 4. Skari's at 3 currently, or at the double. We're going to play it out here and see where this ends up going. Where do you want to start shooting?
Well, we're just going to start with the thing that makes the most sense, which is the only shooting I have that's relevant, which is all of the Bliss Barbs are going to shoot.
Bliss Barb Seekers, yep.
Yeah, the Bliss Barbs are going to shoot into your blue horrors. And because they are, of course, priority targets, we'll get a nice little bonus.
+1 hit and wound them. And definitely want to try and mitigate some of this damage. I don't really have a lot of protective stuff against shooting. I was thinking about putting the Shield of Fate on them for a better ward save and -1 to hit, but I didn't think that they were going to be under any pressure here, so I thought it was safe to do the Simulacrum. I'm going to all-out defense to at least give them a save against this, so I'll go down to 3 command points myself. They're all within 12, so they're all going to be hitting on 2s. Crits are 2 hits because of the Euphoria, and then 3s to wound because of a priority target on both ends.
That's right.
Big pool of
31
dice.
shots.
Oof. Yeah, 6s are good. Studs and 6s. 32 hits in the end, I think.
That was not bad.
Not bad. 32 out of 31 hits, and then these are
3s to
3s to wound, because of priority target.
I could have done the spell to give them crit mortals instead of crit 2 hits.
I can't remember how that works in Sigmar. Do you get both? I don't know.
No, I know it replaces it.
Yeah.
I think it very specifically replaces it. So needing 4s normally 3s, because you are my priority target.
Okay.
And that drops a few.
Yep.
So how many was that?
24 wounding hits. I only got 20 in the unit, and they have a 6-up save and a 6-up board. And 6-up save, just to try and save. So that all-out defense saved 3 lives. 21 ward saves, which I'll mitigate 4 of those. So that's going to be 17 dead blues, which I can just take this. It's supposed to do it like 1 at a time. But this is a big chunk of blues dying. Let's cheat and do it this way instead.
Well, that's not bad.
So out of the 17 that die, I'm going to get 14 brimstones in the unit.
Nice. So you have 14 brims and 3 pinks.
Oh, blues.
Blues.
Yeah. Something like this. I'm just going to have the brimstones replace the blues.
I'm going to say that is awesome.
Yeah, it kind of works the way it did before.
Yeah.
Except that
annoying, but awesome.
Yeah, and then this guy shouldn't be there, and this guy was right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then hopefully I can get some crazy shenanigans going here with that nonsense. That's all the shooting that Skari had. I am going to, is it called cover fire?
One of the other. Something. Covering fire, maybe?
I'm going to try and mitigate the damage they're going to take by taking shots at the mask here.
Yep.
It's going to be 7 shots because of the champion, Arrows of Fate. Now, they always hit on 4s with shooting attacks because they are guided by fate.
That was pretty good.
Which is a great roll here. 3s to wound. And
any rend?
Rend of 1. 5 wounding hits.
6 ups. 4 of them go through.
That is going to be 3, 4, 6 damage.
6 damage. 4 up ward save.
Oh, that's a good ward save.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Takes 4 damage, but does go down to 1.
Oh, it'll give me +1 to hit her in this upcoming combat phase with this unit as well.
Nice.
But they don't have the weird flammability on those arrows, so I can't put you on fire. That does leave me with 2 command points, and we go to charging.
I'm just going to declare charge with my keeper.
Oh boy, here we go.
Keeper goes 5.
5?
I don't think that's enough.
Well, 5 can get you to this. 5 and a half.
5.5. Oh, that's very, very close. I'm going to
forward to victory.
I'm going to forward to victory. This means I have forward to victory. Let's try and make that
much better
much
charge.
better.
And we are going to engage the Simulacrum and the blues with the Brimstones, but staying outside of combat of the big guy there. So you don't get you don't have to worry about the bodyguard part. But you do negative on the hit will still
I did roll an 8+, so thanks to the trait, I do get fights first.
Okay, fair.
Because I have to roll an 8+ to get fights first when she charges.
Yeah.
And then over here, I'm going to try the mask. And the mask
11?
does go far enough.
Fancy roll.
I'm going to make sure I get into the cover here, though. Hooray.
It's it for charges. I don't have any charge phase abilities. I don't want to countercharge. I mean, I'd love to countercharge.
Yep.
But I only have 2 command points left, so I'm going to save them for my upcoming turn, I have to imagine.
The Keeper does get fights first, so let's get the Keeper to go first here.
Ooh, before we actually get into combat, the whips do want to declare a charge somewhere.
Just roll, see if I roll high enough. Ooh, a 10. I don't know if that's enough to get there.
Go into the brims, probably.
I'm definitely going into these brims
because
here.
they're pretty much in the same position. Are you going to get the keep?
I'm going to try to stay outside if possible.
I think I had it set up so if you engage them head on, the Keeper's probably engaged. Mm-hmm. But that does engage the Keeper as well. Not the Keeper. Yeah, Keeper Secrets. No, you're Keeper Secrets.
Yeah,
I'm a Lord of Change.
What are you talking
I said
about?
Keeper Secrets so many times off camera, it got myself tripped up. I have to resolve its little rampage ability.
So the Keeper Secrets is going to rampage. I'm going to give your little brims, I'm going to give them +1 to hit. So I'm going to offer them a temptation. So they get +1 to hit. You get +1 to hit.
Yeah.
But my Elegant Great Blade will get +1 damage against that unit.
Understood. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have a...
And then I have my Dreadful Visage.
That guy right there.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to
do it on
Flensing Tongues on 4s. Take mortal damage.
5 mortal damage.
Onto...
That'll be on the Brimstone. Well, the blues and the brims is like 1 unit. 6 up board. That's 5 dead. There'll be 3 blues. Do they become brims? 2 of them do. And then 2... so, yeah.
5 dead.
5 dead, but we're getting 2 blues back.
2 blues.
2 brims. So these guys die. I'll just put brims back there for fun, and then 2 brims are going to die as well, which I'll just take back here. And then I can just do this, actually.
Yeah. Bloop, bloop. But now they strike last.
Yes, they do.
Hooray. Okay, so the Keeper's going to put both Impaling Claws into the spell.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go ahead and do all 6 Elegant Great Blades.
Into the poor Brimstones?
Into the poor Brimstones.
Ooh, that's fine. Okay. And he's not close enough for the Bodyguard trait, so you get your full range of attacks, but it is -1 to hit. Not into the spell, though.
Okay,
the Brimstones are -1 to hit.
2 Impaling Claws hitting on 3s on the spell. Only 1 hit. And then 3s to wound at Rend 2.
What's the damage?
4 damage.
We have a 6 up board on the Demonic Simulacrum. They're going to take all 4. Suffered 4 wounds. And then all the sword attacks. -1 to hit, that's the only thing you have to worry about.
Yep, so 2s to hit.
So 3s? Or is it just always 2s?
It's always 2s here.
Yeah. 2 misses then.
And 3s to wound at Rend 2. So 2 at Rend 2, but they are 3 damage each now.
So 6 damage in total. All I have is my ward save. That kills 5. Pull these 5, I guess. Over here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ay. My poor unit. It's kind of expensive, but it's
I am committing I committed almost 1,000 points into that unit.
Hopefully I can persevere here. That is Strikes First resolved, and then we can move on to your pick, which is the mask.
It'll be the mask. She has 1 wound left. Let's see if she can try and stay alive. At this point, because of that amazing shooting roll, she's probably dead. But I'm going to try to take a few of them with me. So hitting on 3s with her 9 attacks with her claw things. Okay, and then wounding on 4s.
Did you remember to give her extra attacks
1
from the ability?
I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. So it's 6 normally. Yeah. So then 4s to wound. These are just Rend 1. Oh, 1. I won't even kill 1.
What's the damage of it?
2.
Okay, I'll just roll a save. I don't think we have a ward, but just in case. They do not have a ward. The unit has suffered 1 wound. Or 2 wounds. What am I talking about? In my head, I passed the word save.
I know you're doing well with that unit.
I know. Not that well, though. And then I get to do my pick. It can't be the Brimstones, but it can be the Lord of Change. Lord of Change is going to stay there and attack the, what's it called?
Flensing Tongues.
The Flensing Tongues. We're going to start with the Staff of Tzeentch. He's got 4 strikes with it. They hit on 3s. They wound on 3s. It does have a rend of 1.
I don't have a save.
So it's
it's
D3 damage. So 2 is 4 damage. Oh, 3, 4, 5 damage. A ward save.
6 up boards. I take 4 damage.
And then I gotta peck at you with my beak. I lied, that attack has no rend. I was looking at the wrong profile.
You rolled 4, right?
It was 3. There was 3 of them.
6
6s? Does it matter? No, it didn't matter. Same outcome. Matter. Perfect. The beak hits on 4s. We hit twice. Does it hurt the manifestation? One time it does. This one does have rend. It's 2 damage.
Oh, I need 1/6 to stay alive. Nope.
Oh, you died, eh?
Does die.
Oh, he's got no wounds. Ooh, I got lucky.
No.
That means they're out of combat. They can rally.
That's very good.
We
very,
can get
very
the
good.
combo going here.
No, don't do it.
We persevered. That is pretty much it for your attacks, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and resolve the simulacrum. They cannot fight anything because there's nothing for them to fight. And then I'll resolve the birds on discs afterwards. The simulacrum. He'll pile. It doesn't really matter. We'll just pile in there. Maybe I want more Zangors to get in there. Maybe I don't. We'll go like that. Bite it. Anyways, I'm -1 to hit a Keeper's Secrets. 5s. Ooh, you stopped 2 hits. Very good. It's mesmerizing. It's a big fiery bird and it still works. No wounds though. You're good. You dodged it.
That's it.
And then I'll see if I can beat you up over here.
Oh no, the discs are the dangerous part.
Yeah, I'm going to pile in a little bit. +1 to hit the guys on top because we shot earlier with our beaks. We hit on 3s. Didn't really matter. It does wound no rend. 1 damage.
5 up, I guess. How much damage?
Just 1.
Oh, okay, so 4 up there. Good.
Perfect. And then the disc, maybe we'll get lucky. It's 6 attacks with the discs. They don't get the +1 to hit, but they do hit on 4s. That's a good roll on the
Very,
disc.
very good.
3s to wound.
Because they are little angry monsters. Any rend?
I got to double check. I believe 1.
6s with the rend 1.
Oh, it passed.
2d3 damage.
And it is 3.
Oh, I could live. Okay.
3 ward saves.
Come on,
The mask.
mask. No,
She takes 2 and goes down. Okay, we got her.
Dead.
And we got lucky on that exchange.
You
do complete your battle tactic. I am
completed
nowhere near
it.
the middle.
That's actually not bad, considering this was my lucky break for the turn, getting the objective. So I will hold 1, hold more, and get my battle tactic for full 10 points.
I'll get lucky if I get a battle tactic. Dang it! All right. Well, that's all good to know. Good to know. 10 points for you as we go into my turn. I have no hopes of getting this. What's the control? I know Gluttos can just countercharge me too.
And then at the end of the turn, he heals a mortal up to 6.
Correct.
So he just heals that himself up to 6 full there. So he is fine and dandy. His objective control is 5 on that.
I'm not gonna. Even if I was able to contest it with these guys, you could easily just countercharge or something like that. So I'm gonna have to maybe hit you. Hopefully, hit you hard over here. Reestablish the brimstone build. And then
the brimstone build is awesome. You're gonna get 2 turns of rally, and it's going to be so annoying unless. Anyway,
I don't know. I got to figure out how to make the pinks influence it now too, because I put them into too much of a safe spot. I think I want them out front as well. For my first turn, I'm gonna go with take the flanks as my battle tactic. Both the enlightened units are in a position just to zoop up, take some shots in the board.
Not bad.
Do that battle tactic.
Yeah.
I won't be able to actually go for the objective at all. So it's gonna be kind of tough to make that work. That landed in an awkward spot, but I can try to focus a lot of attention on just blasting the middle.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the middle. If you do some damage, I will have no army left.
And hopefully then the objectives land over here.
Correct.
Or at the very least, like
in the middle.
and over.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. We're gonna try to rally the Brimstone Horror unit. And I think my Changecaster has a rule that interacts with that. Does. It adds 3 dice to the rally check as long as they're holding within 12. In this case,
That's really good, actually. So
Makes it
that's
9
your
dice.
last command point, though.
No, I had 2. I'm at 1 now.
Oh.
And I'm gonna get back 3 blues. Not the best, but it does help because I tend to rally in the second battle round as well. I suppose. Hey, they're there. Lord of Change is going to attempt to banish the mirror. I do get +1 to it because of his tone.
7+ banish.
Ooh. So I need a 6. I might fate dice this. I have to use a 7 on the dice. I'll just roll this one.
Yep.
I got an 8. So we do banish it. Save my resource. Let's try and cast some spells. I did use one of his levels up to one of my wizard levels to try and banish that. We're going to open an Infernal Gateway on the Keeper of Secrets here.
Oof.
I get +1 to my cast.
Yep.
I get I should probably consider using my miracle dice here, but I got a 10, which is pretty good.
Gluttos gets +1 to stop this.
A 10 on the dice. A 4 and a 3.
Ooh, not today.
So we open a giant tear to Tzeentch's realm against the Keeper of Secrets, and I roll a die equal 1 dice for every Destiny dice I have in my pool, which is 9. Every 4 up is a mortal damage. If I could do better than that rally check. Quite a bit. I do 5 mortal damage.
5 aboards. And I
only 2 stick. Our Change Caster is going to try to cast Glimpse the Future. This is our unlimited casting from the lore of Fate, I believe. I get to reroll my Destiny dice if this works. This is cast on a 7. The odds I get it aren't the worst, but I kind of want to just use my Destiny dice. Burning 2 Destiny dice to reroll them into better values is an interesting... I'm just going to roll it. I got with an 11. There we go.
I might as well stop you.
Might as well, yep.
Nope.
Nope. All right. I set aside all of my 6s, which was 0, and I re-roll my entire pool. I must re-roll everything that's not a 6. So I'm going to go from no 6s to 2 6s. I kept the 2 5s I had before.
That was a much better roll.
And then
you
the
got
rest,
a little bit more stuff.
Yeah, this is the roll I'll probably keep. I'll probably keep this as a resource to use throughout the game. No 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s.
Well, now you get to keep the 6s, though, if you cast that spell.
Oh, that's true. I do get to keep my 6s
and
if I
you
do
could
it again.
unlimited
And I could do it one more
again.
time. Yeah, and just keep farming. I like this roll. Let's try and conjure a Burning Sigil of Tzeentch from this guy. It's cast on a 5, and your keeper can unbind it. You use a 5 and a 4 to cast this, so you need a 10 to stop it.
Come on, Slaanesh!
Oh, I seen the 5 and I got scared. So we're gonna conjure that new bad boy. You got a nice new errata. Well, I haven't played with it beforehand, so it doesn't really matter to me. But for anyone who plays Tzeentch, let's see this cool spell work. Summon it right there. It'll have I'll put it a little bit further in, just so it has a bigger effect. It hits all units, mine and yours, within 9 in the hero phase. I might as well just resolve it right now, because I have no more casting. Now we're going to resolve its ability. It is in the hero phase, not the move phase anymore. And I'm going to roll 2 dice. And I pick... I'm gonna,
4.
I'm going to pick a 4. It's -1 to all hit rolls for non-Tzeentch units, for all the Slaanesh guys, and +1 to all my hit rolls.
Nice.
As long as we're within 9 of it. I'm not going to worry about the Rite of Haste ability on this guy. I actually just realized he had it now. You pick like a non-fly unit and they can run and charge. I'm just going to walk normally and charge normally. That is going to conclude my hero phase. Skari doesn't want to do an intervention.
No, I have 2 left.
Countercharge is always big.
Countercharge is just nice to have in my pocket.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's always scary. I respect the heck out of it, absolutely. Yeah. I am going to go to the movement phase. I started this movement phase off focusing on the battle tactic. The Enlightened are set up to do it, so they both move up there. 14. The first one's that move. The only thing you're going to be able to shoot at is the Demonettes, because the Fallen Statue does obscure line of sight, and then the Enlightened on the other side try to stay as far away from Gluttos as they can, but get outside of my territory, because I'm a little afraid of a countercharge. The rest of my stuff, when it moves, pretty simple. The Zangors move up there 6 inches towards the Keeper of Secrets. Maybe I'll be able to blow through, get a high charge roll, go for the Blissbarb Seekers, but I suspect Skari won't let that happen. And the Pink Horrors move forward. The Lord of Change backs up a little bit to make room for the Blue Horrors and the Brimstones to back up just a little bit. Again, I'm terrified of a countercharge on the Brimstones. I want them to be able to rally one more time. I'm going to definitely be the underdog in the second battle round, so I'll have that extra command point that I could try to utilize there. The Flamers scoot up behind them. They only have one target that they can feasibly go for, and that is the Keeper of Secrets. The Zangor Shaman moves up a bit just to stay out of range of Gluttos' dispelling and banishing and all that stuff. But for the most part, we are going to try and focus down the Keeper of Secrets and the Demonettes, I guess. We're going to start this very exciting shooting phase off with our Blues and Brimstones. They have Arcane Fire into the Keeper of Secrets. Here's the first little bit. It's 4s to hit. We got 3 hits on the first one, followed by... so I add 3 to this, so I take 1 away. That's all my hits. 4s to wound. Maybe I'll get lucky and set them on fire. 3 wounds, no AP.
No rend. 4s.
1 damage.
And wards. Nope, 3 damage. Sure.
Somehow
I'll
I do,
take it.
And now I set you on. I pick a unit in the shooting phase that took wound from a weird flame attack, and now you are on fire.
Nice. Burned.
At the end of turns, you take mortal wounds, or it goes away, or if you heal, it goes away. Now that you are on fire, I am going to go ahead and just target you with the Flamers, because they don't really have...
fire.
Thank you. They don't really have any other targets anyways. The Flamers are going to be 19 attacks because they have their champion. 3s to hit.
That's pretty good, Luka. These are D3 damage each.
They are. They have no rend. They don't burn through armor, but they burn through your soul. D3 damage each. Now, normally 4s to wound, but when we're hitting a burning enemy, we get
Let's just
plus
roll
1
these
of our...
to keep it simple.
Yep.
And we'll just go 4s.
And
Nice.
it's
So
D3
I
per
take
fail.
4 fails.
4 fails, and it's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
5 aboards. And I will take 7 damage. Nice.
4 wounds on the Keeper of Secrets remaining. I'm going to try the Iridescent Flames from the Change Caster here. It's just like a better Arcane Fire. We actually only hit once. Does it wound? No. Okay, we're done. try all the pink horrors, see if they could take it out. They just have the same attacks as the brims and the blues. 3s to hit. Whoosh. Because they're near the sigil. They got +1 to hit. 4s to wound.
3, 4, 5. 6 4s.
Oh, very
1,
good.
5s. No, 1.
1 damage.
Down to 3 wounds remaining.
We're going to go ahead and do the Enlightened. They don't really have much choice. They're just going to go for the, what are they called there? Demonettes. Apologies, everyone. They're called Skyfires. I've been calling them the wrong name the whole time. Are Demonettes -1 hit by chance?
Nope.
Well, it didn't matter. I didn't roll any 3s, I guess. And 2 wounding hits. No, or AP1 or no AP. It matters. That's true. Didn't matter there. Those are...
2d3?
Yes, 2d3 damage. It's a grand total of 3 damage.
6 ups.
I do 2. 2 die. Pop, pop. Then gonna go to the Lord of Change. He's got his Rod of Sorcery here. He's gonna focus on the, what are they called? The Bliss Barb Seekers. Nice. Yes, because it does put things. I already put something on fire, so it doesn't really matter. I might as well go for finishing things. Put that on the Keeper's Secrets. I just want to try and get it down here if I can.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's 2d6 shots. It's gonna be 4 shots. Should be 3s to hit, 3s to wound, and it's rend 1. 3 of them. 1
What's
damage.
the damage?
Just 1.
5 ups, I guess. And 5 ups.
Oh, no damage.
Good.
Never mind. And then the other squad of Zangor Skyfires. I guess I'm just going to go for the Fiends if I have range. Yeah, just the Fiends there. I am going to hit them 4 times.
Nice.
And 3s to wound with a rend of 1. 2 of them.
I don't know if they... No saves there.
Oh, they're only 5 up base?
I think they're only...
3 bows land and it deals 7 damage.
Nice.
They're demons.
Demon save, or demon wards, 4. You knock 1 down.
Pierce 3 times and dies. And then we're going to do a covering fire with them.
One of them is not in range of the Zangors.
Okay.
So it'll only be the 28 shots.
And they're already -1 to hit, so the burning sigil won't matter. 4s to hit.
4s to hit and 4s to wound into some Zangors with crit 6s.
That's true.
2 hits.
Well, I see a handful. Quite a bit of added hits there. 6 more hits.
4s at rend 1.
Yep. My Zangors.
Let's go. Ooh, not a bad wound roll.
13 wounding hits. They have a 5-up save on Zangors. 2 a 6-up because there's rend. So I passed 3 of those.
Well, that's 10, so 5 die.
3, 4, 5 dead. 5 Zangors go down. Let's just start losing them from the back here. 3. Does coherency matter at the end of turn or not? I can't remember.
I think it's at the end of your turn.
Then we will fix it by doing that, by charging. The only charges I really care about are the Zangors declaring a charge. What do I could just give them like a 12-inch charge. We are going to use 2 fate dice here.
Oh, really dipping into your resources, Luka.
I'm actually going to swap these both out because I realized I had 5s and 3s. I'm not going to use a 6 and a 2 here. I see why these go away quickly. I'm going to do an 8-inch charge on them.
Yep.
Because that'll let me get in range of the Bliss Barb Seekers and stay out of combat range of the Fiends for now. Charging in there, and then the pinks are going to declare a charge as well. They're just going to roll it. Let the dice decide. 3? 3's probably a fail. About 4 inches away from the Keeper. Well, I mean, the dice decided. The Keeper...
You do have 1 command point.
No, I'm going to save that. The Keeper of Secrets, not Keeper of Secrets, the Lord of Change is going to stay back because he's a coward, naturally. And I think that's kind of it. Nice. I assume you don't have any charge. You don't really have any charge phase abilities.
No, the biggest thing here is he's going to pick the Zangors and give them. He's going to give them +1 to save rolls.
Fair.
But his blade will get +1 damage against them.
Yep, that's kind of scary. Okay, well, with no fights first or anything like that, no other combat phase abilities to do, I believe I'm just going to fight first with them. I'm just going to double check all that. I'll just do an all-out attack on the Zangors, and we're going to pile into we'll declare the Bliss Barb Seekers as the target for piling in, but it's not going to help too much. So attacking here, I'm going to put these 5 into the Bliss Barb, and then I'm going to put these 4 into the Keeper. Sorry, these 5 into the Keeper, and then the remaining...
So these 5.
And then these
5.
will go into the Demonettes. Okay. So 5, 5, 5.
Nice. Going
all out attack. Sorry, because I know I get +1 from this. Any attacks into the Keeper are -1 to hit, so I want to try and offset that a little bit with my attacks. So the great weapons into the Demonettes. 3 out of the 5 have them. They're hitting on 3s, and they wound on 3s with a rend of 1 and 2 damage each. So 4 at rend 1. Oh, you only have a 6-up save on them?
Oh yeah, they're just Demonettes. Nothing too crazy. Just 6 wards. 2 live.
Boom, and I have a couple of guys. One's the champion, and then another, the banner bearer, has basic weapons. So the champion has the extra attack. These are 3s to hit, and we're not holding enemy territory, so you don't get the crit. So 2 at rend 1 damage.
Just 6-ups. Nope, you got him.
All right, we got the Demonettes. And then we're going to do the 5 attacks into the Keeper. It's the same split of great weapons, so 3 into the Keeper. Those all hit.
Nicely done.
And 4 at -1.
Cool. 5 ups for the keeper.
And it's 2 damage each.
So 4 damage in total. 5 ups here. I only have 3 wounds left. And she will go down.
Oh, the Keeper goes down. So had a few paired weapons, but we don't have to worry about them.
Needed to pass a few more of those 4-up armor saves earlier.
Oh, for sure. Then into the Blissbarb Seekers, there's only a single great weapon, so I'll resolve that. 1 hit. It does wound at -1.
Yep.
Just 2 damage.
2 damage.
And then there's 8 basic weapon attacks. Yeah! Oh, wow, everything hits. And they wound. Wow, 7 wounds.
Nice.
AP1, 1 damage.
6 up saves.
Okay.
And so that'll kill 1. That kills 2 of them.
That is it for my attacks. You get to, or you're just going to fight back over here.
Yeah, might as well. And definitely picking them as the...
Do I get to keep the +1 save?
Yes, I believe it's just for this combat.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do get it for the combat.
Now, what are
9
they?
blades on 4s with exploding.
Is that with the -1 by
Correct.
chance? Yeah. 3's no
And on 4s, so 2 so far, no rent.
No rend. I will fail both those saves.
3,
1 damage each on those.
5, 6.
Oh, the monstrous mount attacks.
4s.
Scary. With crits.
No,
or their
these don't.
yeah,
These are
they're
companions. And 4s to wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, please.
With a rend on those ones?
No, no rent.
4 ups. Oh, the +1
2
didn't help.
more, so 3 dead.
Yes, 3 die. 3 go down. Who
I like
is
it.
eating
Go, archers, go.
Not the champ. I don't really want to break coherency, so we're going to lose a banner up here. We're going to lose a great weapon up here. And we're going to lose this guy, I guess.
The champ.
Yeah, should be good there. That should be it for my turn. I killed
bad.
stuff. I did pretty good.
Yeah, killing the keeper was not bad. We've beaten up, but you've killed 3 elements in my army, and I haven't actually taken any elements away from yours. So this is going to be an interesting second battle round.
Yeah, we go to the second battle round now.
Yeah. And the objectives don't show up until later.
not
and
yet.
you are the underdog. You're 6 points under.
Yep.
But it means that you could take the double turn and still score, right? Which is a big deal.
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
consider that. That's never that's actually never happened
Well,
for
it's
me
interesting
before.
because as you play the different missions, you get to see different cool, like, technical parts of the game. Like, going first was great, but does allow you in this mission specifically to
play
get
6 under. Yeah.
the 6 under for the double turn. So having now in the future, I know that in this mission,
Interesting.
I just let you go first.
Yeah.
If you go for that objective, you get a bunch of points. And then I can try double turn to get like, anyway, it's just interesting.
I like that. That has never come up before. I've never had a 10-0
good.
first turn.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, that's not a good start.
Cool.
Well, I would be a fool to not take this opportunity.
I agree.
So
I agree.
I can still claim a battle tactic because I'm so far behind. I get my extra points. Let's just try and kill that unit in the middle there and really cripple the army. For the battle round stuff, you pick a couple of
Euphoria.
units.
So I'm going to go Euphoria, and that's it for now.
Yeah, the Blissbarb Seekers.
Yep.
Not Blissbarb Seekers, those ones over there. And Gluttos. So that means I get 2 fancy dice, which I didn't use the last one because I was afraid to use it. Now we're going to go to my battle tack choice.
And you also get 5 command points again, because you are the
I'm
underdog.
still the underdog. I'm down by 6 victory points, but I'm able to claim a battle tactic, and I can put pressure on the middle. My battle tactic will be do not waver. I must fight with 2 of my units and have nothing die. I should be able to pull that off. I'm only going to really focus on this stuff. That objective is not even an option for me. I'm just going to actually back the Enlightened away from it, just so that I can use them later on to snag it.
Yep.
Just to put a lot of pressure everywhere. That's the only advantage. Well, it's a great advantage, but it's the one I got to work with. Spell casting stuff. Actually going to rally first. I'm going to roll 9 dice.
Another
again.
9 dice.
Yes. it
With
was-
your free command point, Luka.
My
How
free-
dare you?
This is lined up nicely. This is the plan.
I like
the
it.
great plan. We're going to get back
A lot.
6 brimstones
No.
come back. One of them had to go in the back. He couldn't fit in the front. That's me down to 4 command points. Now I'll cast spells. Oh boy. Try and put a Shield of Fate from the Lord of Change onto the Blue Horror Brimstone unit. It'll give him a 5-up ward save and
Nice.
a forever -1 to hit.
Awesome.
I got it with a 9 because I get +1.
I will attempt to unbind. I need to roll a 9, because I
Yes.
still have +1 to my unbinds.
My spell. Oh,
so
got the 8.
close.
As long as I have 4 or more fate dice, they're -1 to hit, but they always have the 5 up board save.
Interesting.
And I'm at 5 fate dice, so I should give you guys the update of what the score is. This is kind of what the current score is. I usually like to show this off between the battle rounds. I'm player 1 on the left, Skari's player 2 on the right with the white dice. The current fate dice is down here, what I have to work with. And I use the D10s to track every battle round of scoring. So Skari got 10 on the first one, I got 4 on the second one there, or the first one. And then let's go ahead and do the burning sigil. It's got to be resolved every turn. 6 or 1. I'm going to pick the 6. This is the last result on it. So enemy units within 9, which is only the Blissbarb archers, suffer D3 mortal wounds, mortal damage. It's 3 mortal damage.
Nice.
And all Disciples of Tzeentch within 9 gain +1 to attack to their melee weapons. So it'll just be like these guys here. And I have just my 3 other spells to cast. I'm going to try a Tzeentch's Firestorm. This is the built-in spell to the Lord of Change. I'm going to target the Blissbarb Seekers.
Yep.
I got a 7, which is just enough to cast it.
Yeah, I'll try and prevent it.
So a 7 up.
Gluttos. And he does not stop it.
So I roll 9 dice. Every 6 is D3 mortal wounds. This is a different spell.
Oh, different. Man, this from back and forth.
This is the one he's always had built in.
Yeah.
I roll a single 6.
Yep.
Open up a little portal and deal 2 mortal damage.
So 1 dies.
We're going to go ahead and cast Infernal Gateway with this Change Caster targeting that same unit of Blissbarb Seekers. This is the one where I roll dice equal to if I get it.
Yep.
I do. Do you have
Can't
any
stop
more?
it. No, I'm done.
So I roll 5 dice. Every 4 up is a mortal wound. It's 5 dice because I only have 5 fate dice left. It deals 3 mortal damage.
Cool. Kills another one.
The only other spell I can cast is the unlimited one where I reroll my pool. Or I could cast the other manifestation, but I don't. The other manifestation isn't going to really help him too much. So I'm going to re-roll my pool, I guess. I got it with a 9.
Nice.
I keep the 2 6s I have, and I re-roll these.
Ooh,
that's
look at
outstanding.
That. Almost a perfect fate dice.
So I have 4 6s and a
Roll or
5.
whatever. That is fantastic.
Outstanding. His right of haste ability is not going to bother using it. It has no effect. They're already in combat, unless I'm running charge or running shoot. But and then magical intervention from Gluttos.
I'm gonna go for the mirror, so I usually need a 6, but I get +1, so I still need to see a 5. My +1 -1.
Yes.
So 6 +1 -1. 6. Sorry, yes. So mirror comes out.
I think I can try to unbind that. I don't. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Gluttos sets up that mirror right there, nice and happy, more than 9 away from me, wholly within 12 of him.
Yep.
And I will proceed to the movement phase.
Well, not more than 9. I have to be wholly within.
Oh, it's not a moving one.
No,
My
it's
bad.
not
It's a
moving.
stationary
Yeah, it
one.
stays there.
Gonna bring these guys in a little bit. Bring our shaman up here, get nice and close, only because he has a ability at the end of the combat phase, which I'd like to utilize if it matters. The Simulacrum. The Simulacrum can move up as well. Oh, he'll stay right where he was. He was pretty happy. And then the pinks are going to move up. Actually, everything's just moving up. It's nice and close. Going to act as like a little screen with these blues. They may charge in all the same. But everything's ready to light all this up. And then we're going to, not retreat, but we're going to move backwards with our Skyfires. But I don't know
You're not
how...
going to end closer to the mirror?
No, I'm going to end...
So once you finish the move, then you take D3 mortal damage.
Gotcha. Okay. We're going to zoop back here with the Lord of Pain in sight.
I like it. D3 mortal damage to the unit. 2.
We
Kills
lose
the guy.
that guy.
Good job. All the work the mosque did earlier.
Yeah. Gluttos.
Gluttos is going to redeploy 5 inches forward.
That's very scary. Hello, Mr. Big Ed, because he's euphoric, so he can declare a countercharge as well.
He can.
You got 2 command points left. We're going to start shooting with our Zangor Skyfires. They only have 1 target.
Yep.
I got a champion and a regular guy. Whoosh, I hit you once.
Why couldn't you do that against my...
A wound at
No,
minus
don't do
1.
it. Yeah,
make a 6.
stud.
Very good. And then the rest. Well, let's just go ahead with those that don't really have much of a choice. All of our blues and brimstones are going to go for
Don't set them on fire.
the fiend.
Don't set them on fire, Luka.
Or, let's go with the pink horse firing at the Blissbarb Seekers. Yeah. That's what the first thing is. 21 attacks with their arcane flames. These all hit. No bonuses anymore, but that's okay. Force to wound. That is going to be 5 wounding hits.
AP, no.
AP
no,
nothing.
5s.
And then just 1 damage each.
Yep. Sure.
All right, I do 5. And then I declare they are on fire. They're burning. We're going to
They
try
are
and,
burning. No.
We're going to try and get them with the flamers here now, because we get +1 wound back to 3s and 3s. It's 19 attacks. This one I'll probably all-out attack. 2s to hit for the all-out attack. He gave me quite a bit more hit. Well, like 3 more hits. That's fine. 3s to wound.
Thanks to the +1 to wound.
Yes.
It's really handy.
I got a grand total of 2 3s in there. So we have 5, 10 wounds, no AP. 5 ups.
These are all D3 damage.
but they're
though.
D3 damage.
Oh, it's not bad actually. So just 6 D3.
6 D3 damage. It's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
It kills 2?
It kills 3.
Oh, that's not
2,
ideal.
3.
And then we move on. Let's go ahead and let's put some pressure on the Seekers, or the Fiends. Ooh, I have to actually keep things alive for my battle tactic. I gotta be careful of that. Ooh. The Iridescent Fire from our Pink Horror Champion, Changecaster into the Fiends. 3s to hit. Nope, good start, just like last turn. Rod of Sorcery is just gonna go for the Lord of Pain. I just don't want to shoot those units right now. 2d6 attacks. It's gonna be 6 instead of 4 this time. Just 3s and 3s, run 1 damage. Trees and 3s. 3 at Ren 1.
Cool.
1. Do you have a ward
Save?
Probably.
5 up, I think. Nope, takes 1.
Eat that, Lord of Pain. Then we'll go, all the blues and the brimstones are gonna fire at things within 12. So these 6 models are gonna fire into the Lord of Pain for 12 shots, and then the remaining 11 are gonna go for the Fiends.
I like it.
The Lord of Pain, these are just 4s and 4s. Brr, just lots of little piddly attacks. Could amount to something. Ooh, love the average there. 3 wounds, love to see it.
Pain.
No AP.
Go Lord of Pain. He doesn't care.
Yep, he's good. And then the other remaining attacks. The first, well, this is the entire volley. 4s to hit, 4s to wound. This one I didn't roll. I realized that. Okay, still got a wound roll. 11 armor saves.
11 5 ups.
No, oh, good roll. I got no AP on these. 4 maybe go through.
Where was that from my keeper?
It's on
4, you killed 1.
All right, got him. Huzzah. I have just these 3 remaining to fire. I'm not going to fire them. I don't want to risk killing even one of those models there. Obviously, I think these guys are going to pile in and deal with it no problem with their amount of attacks, and then just charging in something else to help out. So we're going to finish our shooting if you would like to...
No, that's it. There's nothing I can do. Yeah.
So then we'll go to charging. I will charge with her probably just the pinks, I guess. Let's see what they do. They're going to roll an 11.
Nice.
Yes, they are absolutely going in. And that's it. Everyone else is a coward. Charging there. Don't want to overextend them too much. They're going to stay within the locus of Tzeentch. And then that's my own charge. So would you like to counter charge?
We'll see if Gluttos
What's he
makes
got in
it
him?
anywhere.
3.
Nope.
Okay, Gluttos.
Not an overcharge. And then combat ability here on a 4+. They fight last. They do.
Ooh, nice. Very good. I will go first with, my Zangors who are in combat.
Yep.
We pile in. These 6 models are able to attack. The rest are too far away. That's going to be 1 great weapon and 2 great weapons and 4 guys with basic weapons. I was debating on an all-out attack. I'm not going to bother. We do get +1 attack for this Sigil of Tzeentch, so the great weapons, there's 2 of them with 6 attacks.
Yep.
We only hit on 4s, so let's make it count. 3 hits and 2 wounds at Ren 1.
6s. Nope.
4 damage, and then I have
Kills 1.
12 attacks with the other weapon. Yep. No champions or anything. 4s to hit and 3s to wound. That is 2 wounds at Ren 1.
6s. Nope. He has 2 left.
And then you get to go twice before my pinks go once. Because they're slow. This Barb Archer,
Champion.
Seeker. Who's he going for? Sorry, these guys?
them.
Yeah. That's no.
Nothing. And then his little
Mounty mount.
licky tongues. Nothing.
Then the Fiend can go
I'm just gonna go this way.
up and around.
Make sure I keep them within 3.
Same options.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the Zangors.
No!
Champ, yeah. 5 attacks on the champion. 4s. Ooh,
Oh, that's a good stat. That's how you do it. There you
not
go.
bad. And then 3s to wound at Ren 1. Just 2.
I'm going to use your euphoric. I'm going to try out your euphoric dice. Normally, you would have just given me 6s, but I have to actually roll them. On a 3-up, they give me a 6. On a 1-2, they actually count as that roll, and then I suffer mortal damage.
Correct.
Am I punished twice? Oh! It counts. So 1 passes.
So 2d3.
Yeah, so in the end, it's the exact
it's the exact same.
Yeah.
You'll take
3. I lose a Zangor
and a wound.
and a wound. So let's lose.
Go, Fiend, go.
Ooh, I gotta be careful here. Ooh. Well, I don't want to lose the banner, so we'll lose. I'm just gonna fix their pile in. I'm just gonna do that so I can pick better things. Try to play quickly. Sometimes you get screwed on the. So I'll go with those guys. Should be good. But I pulled 1 too many. That guy has a wound on him, or that unit has a wound on it. We tried to use the dice. In the end, nothing changed. The pinks. I would love to kill that Seeker off, But that Fiend is appealing too. I'm just going to go for the Seeker, put all the attack. Well, I'll put 4 into the... How many wounds does this have left? 2?
2.
Yeah, I'll put 4 into the Fiend and the other 6 into the Seeker. The 6, one of the 6 being the champion. Well, I forgot. That would have been +1 to hit because this guy's nearby. I get +1 to hit in melee burning units when he's nearby. Good to know. Good to know for the future. My 4 pink horror attacks into the Fiend. You said not -1 to hit?
No.
Well, I got a hit and no wound. And then the 7 attacks into the Seeker. Didn't realize these guys only threw 1 hand each. I probably should have put more attacks into the Seeker. But maybe we'll get lucky. 3s to hit because of the +1 to hit. And...
4s.
Yeah, 2 wounds. No AP.
I am burning. Does that give you +1?
No, that gives me +1 to hit.
Okay. Just 2?
Yeah.
No EP?
No AP.
You're dead.
You got him.
You got it.
All right.
Barely.
Good job,
but you
pink
got
horrors.
it. Yeah.
And
Well
that
done.
that'll end our turn and finish our
complete your
battle.
battle tactic.
There is no burning units to burn. I'm finding that I pick something to burn in the shooting phase and then just nuke it down with my army. I don't know if that was the intent of the rule, but that is how it is.
It's like
executing.
a crazy oath of moment thing.
Yeah.
It's like you just absolutely get pick something and it just dies.
He's like, that thing's on fire. Focus all attention on that one thing. Well, that means I gain 4 points for completing my battle tactic. 2 things fought, nothing died. No primary points on the objective, but we are obviously crippling the Slaanesh forces. They only have a few units to play.
I don't have a lot of units left, so we'll see what happens here.
Turn 2.
Ordained charge. I have to charge with 2 units this turn. Or complete a charge with 2 units this turn.
Sounds easy enough.
I'm going to try that. Oh, and the end of your turn as well, he heals my Lord of Pain.
Yep, he just heals the thing, that's right. I have to kill things around Gluttos
You have
or
to
just
kill
ignore them.
things dead. So that does mean I'll get another 10 points. Which
I can't stop it.
you've got 8 now?
I'm at 8, you'll be at 20.
I'll be at 20, so you're still the underdog.
Yeah.
And then turn 3 we'll have all the things show up.
Oh, and I'll get to pick a battle tactic too as well.
Again.
Well, I guess I can't seize the initiative.
It means I wouldn't if I double turn you. But I'm okay with that because I just want to go murder things.
I get that, okay.
Murder things. Okay.
We gotta figure out hero phase stuff.
So hero phase stuff, nothing too crazy. Gluttos is definitely going to go to the Fane of Slaanesh and give himself something fun. The Seekers are going to pray to the Fane. They're going to give themselves +1 to wound and take 1 mortal damage.
3-ish.
Nice. Gluttos is going to attempt to cast Actually, he's going to attempt to banish this thing first and foremost.
You want to know the number? It's probably a 7. I'll double check.
I'm just going to try banish it. 7+. And it does.
Oh, that's a 12. Goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bird
I
sounds.
tried to kill you, but going to summon the Dreadful Visage for a 9.
You got a 10 with your bonus?
No, he only got the bonus because he was praying.
Oh, that was from before. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember you used to have some cascading.
He does.
Round.
So
Okay.
he gets +1 to run and charge on battle round 1, and everybody within 12 of him does. Then now is battle round 2. He gets +3 to unit control scores of all Cybright units within.
Oh.
So he adds +3. So he's actually objective control 8.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it.
Well, I'm gonna try to stop that. I guess. I don't.
Okay. So I'll bring in the tongues. Far I charge.
Right beside the other one.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's 9 inches away and 9 inches away, so depending on where I charge,
Yeah, I get that.
it could be very useful.
We are going to rally, of course, the Blue Horrors. They're still within the range of the Changecaster for 9 dice. And on the 9 dice, I see it ebbs and flows. We get 3 blues back.
Still really annoying.
Yeah, it's those 3 blues, just 3 brimstones, and et cetera, et cetera. It's going to make the chart. I'll put them in that little pocket there. And that's about it. There's just no spell I really want to cast too bad. The Fiend's within range to give me a negative, and it'd be negative on top of that. And the Firestorm, maybe, but whatever. So we'll go to your movement phase. I assume they're coming on out.
Yeah, I might as well get you to use stuff essentially. So Gluttos is just going to move up.
Hello.
You might as well, he is
Big
this
boy.
army. That is literally what he is. He is just this army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sad that I have to deal with him now, but he is definitely annoying. Lord of Pain's going to help out too. It was too far away to get to these guys.
Well, no, it just means I have to roll an 11.
Yeah,
No, he's not too far away. It's just unlikely to do anything. At least here, if he rolls an 11, he can swing all the way around and kind of just murder some stuff.
Get some going. Yep.
Yeah, and over here, we're just going to make sure that I get...
No surprise.
yeah.
So they're going to move up to make us only the Fiend is closest target for the Sky Fires if I want to cover fire, which I'll probably still do. Before this goes any further, I am supposed to roll this every turn to see what it does. 3. Gives me +2 to my move characteristic until the next hero phase. Effectively nothing, which is good enough for me.
Gluttos will shoot the brims with his leering staff. He's gonna look at you.
Magic staff. Oh,
Misses.
one ain't gonna do it.
He only misses on the one, so why not miss?
I will cover fire with the sky fires into.
I did make the fiend close.
The fiend. It must go for the fiend. Yep.
Yeah.
4 is to hit because they ignore modifiers for hitting and wounding. 3 wounds at -1.
6s.
And then the fiend, I'll reroll that one's definitely cocked.
Nope. 3d3.
He takes. I can't do math. 7. Yes, there it is.
6 ups. Nope.
All right, he is pierced by arrows.
Charging. We're gonna get them in. They get +1, and they
5.
can re-roll it if they want. So they will make it in there.
Good, welcome.
The Lord of Pain is gonna charge, and he goes 10. Oh, that was very close to being able to do.
Oh yeah, to go for them. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just gonna go in there. I'm gonna roll for the
Oh yeah.
dreadful visage.
9, a 5, and a.
Ooh, a 5 and
I
a.
see a 4 up. Oh, 2. All right.
That's not enough to go anywhere. And then Gluttos or Scolion.
Mr. Big was like a +1 to that too. He's in it. Does he do impact hits? Looks like he does. Oh,
No, he
okay.
does not.
Never mind.
I'm gonna attack with this unit first.
Yeah, but they have
They have
probably
charge,
just rend 1.
charge +1 damage.
Okay.
And rend 1, yeah.
Well, all out defense, my guys.
Cool.
And that was my last command point. Here's all your attacks. Good luck.
There's the glaives. Thank you. So 3s to hit.
Yep. No, I got no negatives here.
With
Just
crits hits.
There we are.
Oh, that's
crits to
pretty
hit is quite
1,
good
2,
there.
3. 3s to wound thanks to the Thane of Slaanesh. Oh, that's a lot of ones.
See a cluster of them. It's not very.
So that'd be 6, 9, 10 at rend 1.
10 5-up saves.
These are just 2 damage each.
I passed 1 because of defense, so I'm going to take 7 die effectively.
Okay.
I have 3 remaining, and the unit has a wound on it, so even 1 wound from a mount.
You mean 4 remaining.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy in there.
And these are companions, so they don't get any bonuses. So these just need 3s to hit. And 4s to wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
4 up. That is going to kill 2. That'll destroy this guy.
Dead and dead.
That guy. So I got a basic dude and a great weapon guy left. I will go. Honestly, this stuff has no say. I'm honestly just going to go with. Oh, they're not really under pressure. I guess I'll go with the pink horrors. I'll into the slick guys here. We'll keep them where they are because it's fine. And then we'll strike pretty much all attacks at the dudes who charge in because Gluttos is going to be unkillable unless I put like a lot of focus on him. Oh, yeah, all these attacks over there, it's only 11 of them. 4s to hit. There should be no negatives into the guys who charged.
No negative.
And 4s to wound. I realized my error in my list build. I'm like, I'm supposed to be putting more things on fire.
5s.
Just 1.
Just one.
Just 1 damage. I should be putting more things on fire, but I keep using covering fire on the guys that don't have weird flame, and that's my problem. But I mean, it's not like it's a big problem, but whatever, it is what it is. Gluttos, I assume, or the Lord of Pain?
No, Lord of Pain first.
Mr. Pain.
Yeah, Mr. Pain, 5 attacks.
Not -1 attack because my guy's not in combat, but -1 to hit.
So 4s
It didn't matter.
and 3s at rend 1. So just 1.
All right. I don't have a save there, so 5 upward. Nope, 2 die. Pop a couple blues. Pop, 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 pop.
Do they come back? I guess you can bring them back or do mortal damage.
No, that's only the pinks that do mortal.
Oh,
these
the
guys,
pinks.
these guys always split.
Okay.
1 comes
Well,
back.
oh wait,
only
one
one
comes
comes back.
No, we're at it again.
Direct all their attacks at the Lord of Pain. Piling in a little bit, not really denying too much. I'm going to have like 4 of the dudes in the back here not fight. And
You did pile in, which actually brings all of your guys into combat here.
all right. And we're going to try and beat up that Lord of Pain with that. Then I rolled these 2 off camera into Gluttos, and no surprise they did no damage. And then I'm going to do all the brimstones in range of the Lord of Pain first. They're little spiteful talons, or impish talons. It's one of the 2. They do need 5s to wound. That is, oh, you know what? It's 5 wounds.
That's not bad.
No rend.
4 ups.
Okay.
That's 2. And then ward saves, 5 up wards. You take 1 mortal damage back as
then
he
it's
shares the pain.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blues attacking him for 16. 4s to hit with the blues. They're not a bad little tar pit. They just throw a lot of dice. 4 more saves, no rend.
4s and 5 up wards. So he bounces 1 more back. So you have to take 2 wards, and I've taken 3 damage.
I'm gonna have 2 blues die. I failed both those. That blue back there and that blue right there. Both become brimstones. Just bear with me here while I deal
Show
with
off your mechanic.
this. Look
This
at
is where
that.
I should bring out my chess clock, Luka.
I don't go to events for this reason. The armies I like to play don't play well at events.
I guess it's Gluttos' turn.
Yep. Slap. What are we going for?
The brims and blues. I don't want
okay.
to just bring blues back by killing pinks. That doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
true. Yes, that makes sense. Just -1 to hit. You're not near the. You're not fighting the general for -1 attack.
So 4 pluses with the Great Blade and Claws. Only 1. And then 3s.
Does it explode?
No, they're companion
Oh, that's
attacks.
companions. Yes.
1 at rend 1,
No.
3 damage.
So I got 3 in the pool. I have no armor on these guys. I have a 6-up armor save.
Yep, and then 4s with this, and then 4s to wound with the Scourge and Dagger. Nothing.
Oh, that's unfortunately it, and we ward all 3 of them. With
Hooray!
the shield of
Nicely
shield
done.
of fate.
Tar Pit meets Tar Pit.
Yep.
Well, that's the end of my turn. You do get 1 more little attack, or 2 little guys attacking.
Oh,
here,
yep. They're
and
gonna
that's
thank
it.
you. I forgot about them. They're gonna attack the Seekers or the Bliss. Whatever they're called. Great weapon guy has 2 hits. 1 wound, rend 1.
6 up.
Just 2 damage on that
So
4.
you will kill the 1.
And my basic guy has 2 attacks. And it's a wound. Rend 1.
Rend 1. Okay, just 1 damage.
Just 1 damage.
Oh.
That'll be it. And then you can heal this guy to full, I assume?
Yeah, if anything, I was going to heal him, but...
I do have 1 ability because they lived. I gotta look it up. It's like he makes them mutate more and do mortal wounds to that one enemy. Oh, it also brings Zangors back. I did not realize that. That's quite strong. It brings 2 Zangors back and they take 2 mortal wounds
Nice.
from his ability. We'll bring back a couple of the great weapons.
It's not bad. Not a bad trade there.
Yeah, that
Considering they rolled lots of ones. Okay, let's roll for priority for next turn.
That's a 10-point turn.
10-point turn.
That's a 10-point turn for
Let's
you.
see if I can hold on to it. Nope.
Priority, I will
Okay,
keep it.
come at me, bro.
I will keep it. We got to bring down the comets. I'm going to go ahead and roll for the one that comes in my territory first. 7 is, I think it's like hard metal, actually. Right there under the Lord of Change is where that one lands. Then we're going to do the one for Skari's territory over there. Again, lower numbers are off to the left here. We got a 5. It's like 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like kind of weirdly where those Skyfires are. So we got the 5 there, the 7 here. That worked out quite well for Tzeentch. This was all part of the great plan. Clearly, this falls off. And we go to my 3rd turn. As we go to the 3rd turn, I am only at 8 points to Skari's 20, so I'm still the underdog. We're going to do Euphoria on the Master of Pain and the Seekers up there.
Yep, and that's it, really. I don't have anything else to do in the hero phase. It's all you, bro.
I am just going to go ahead and resolve this thing, I guess, as we go to the hero phase. Oh, I have to pick a battle tactic. I guess I talked, might as well get it out of the way. A 4 or a 3?
So
I'll go with the 4. That's +1 to hit. That's only going to hit my guys. I'll hit pretty much these 4 units here and them. So Offering of Carnage, I have to destroy 2 units. I'm going to try and destroy these 2, the Lord of Pain and the Seekers.
okay.
We're going to start with the Shield of Fate, targeting the blues. No one can rally, right? Yep. I can bring one of them back. No, I'm not going to care. Shield of Fate. We got it with a 7. Just enough.
Luka says no.
You stop it, all right. No Shield of Fate, no ward save. I will try to use... what's more likely? I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna use his built-in spell to try and hurt the Lord of Pain here. This is one where I roll 9 dice every 6 up. If I even get it. Oh, failed. Cast an Infernal Gateway with our Changecaster.
Nice.
7 is just enough. This is the...
Do I stop yet? I do. 9.
Oh, okay, no spell casting there. And then I have just this guy. He can only really summon the Simulacrum. I'm going to go for that. I got it with an 8. So we summoned the birds. Summon that right there. Just more than 9 away. Hopefully they make a charge.
And I will try to counterspell, bringing in the Wheels of Excruciation. That will come in with a 9.
Just looking at a 9. I'll try to stop that with the bird. I get no bonuses. I get not enough.
Okay.
Wheels it is. Ooh, that's going to be annoying. That's going to try and stop me from getting that objective. I suppose I only have to worry about the 2 though for now. So that's going to ward me off a little. That's a lot of manifestations over there. The entire lore. That is going to be for hero phase. We're going to keep it pretty simple here. I'm going to move my Skyfires just on this side of the objective or onto the objective.
Yep.
We're going to move our little wizard just a little bit closer.
Yep.
And we're going to move this guy a little bit closer to the pinks. Then our flamers are going to back it up a wee bit. We're just going to keep both targets within 12. Sorry, the Seekers and the Lord of Pain.
And what do you want these guys?
Those guys are kind of afraid. Then we're going to keep them back here, just so they could flame either one. And then we're going to move our other Skyfires just in range to peg
You
some
really want to
shots.
kill my Lord of Pain, don't you?
I want to kill everything but Gluttos. That is the plan.
That's the...
Let's go ahead and do all of our... Kind of want to put Gluttos on fire, but he just heals so much. So let's just go all the pink cores firing their little fire attacks into
Do
the
they shoot in
Seekers.
combat?
Oh, what am I talking about? That's a thing. Luckily, I still have the Weird Flame on our Lord of Change. We're going to put that onto... We're going to target the Seekers with his Rod of Sorcery. I only get 5 attacks with it. 3s to hit, and 3s to wound. 2 wounds at Ren 1.
Okay, 6 ups. Do you set me on fire? You do.
Yeah, I will engulf them with fire.
Oh.
And then we're just going to go right to the Flamers. 3 of them are going to target that squad, if I can, even actually. Scratch that, I'll do 1. It's the champion, but I'll do 1. The other 5 are going to go for the Lord of Pain.
I like it.
So 4 attacks into those guys up there. 3s and... I did not all attack, I don't want to. 3s and 3, so 2 at no rend.
5 ups. Nope.
And it just does 3 damage.
Cool, just kills 1 more.
And then we have the 15 attacks into the Lord of Pain. 3s! Boop, boop. Okay. He is not on fire. 4s. That's going to be 4, 5, 7.
Nice.
7, no AP. No
4s.
rend.
3 4d3s.
How on fire is he? He is going to take 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
5 ups. And he takes 4. He's alive with 1.
Oh, yoy. Go ahead and see if we can't have our Changecaster do something about this.
All out defense now, though.
Iridescent Flame.
I'm going to all out defense, if that
Yes.
wasn't clear, because I totally forgot earlier.
We are going to, all out defensive on this one.
Would have actually been really useful against a bunch of AP 0 stuff.
No wounds on him. And then we're going to go ahead and do the Sky Fires into the back of him. 7 shots on 4s. And 2 wounds at Ren 1.
Fours.
Back to your save.
Nope.
It's just 2d3 damage. He takes 3.
He dies.
He dies to the bows. That is kind of it for my shooting. I'm going to go, I guess, do they fire? They're just going to fire at the Seekers. And in the Seekers, these miss. They were too far away with a +1 to hit. Oh, they were in the, it doesn't really matter. 4 wounds at Ren 1 on them.
6s.
Yep, it's 4 D3 go through, and then they take 6, 7 damage.
Cool.
And they lose a guy.
4, 5, 6, 7. So he has 1 left.
Okay. We are done shooting. You have no shooting you'd like to do, I assume? So we'll go right to charging and see if I get the weird magical birds in. 9.
I am going to shoot it.
Yep.
No, I'm not going to shoot it. I'm not going to shoot it.
Was that was the closest to that model? Yeah, so he'll just go in there, and then that's it for charging. So we'll go to fighting. I'm just gonna fight that thing with my Zangors here. Yeah. We get him with the great weapons, and that is kind of it.
Gluttos time. Just
Gluttos.
fighting blues and brims.
Yep. Fight the horrors.
All out attack here.
Oh, counteract the -1 to hit. Yep.
Yeah, might as well. So 3s to hit with his big glavy thing. And no minuses to wound, though. So 3s to wound. That'd be 3.
Right through their armor for sure.
3 damage each.
That's 9 in total. He has more attacks, I assume.
You have no wards here. Oh, you have 6 up.
Yeah, they're demons, yeah.
Yeah. So 9, and then his regular attacks. 3s with the all out, and on 4s. 3
nice.
more. At Ren.
I actually have a 6-up save on those ones. Nope. How much damage are those?
Just 1. Those are just 1.
Oh, okay, 3 more then. This is my award pool. And
12 in total. Not
6.
terrible.
I take 8.
Nice.
Got 8 blues in there. I'll lose them.
Nice.
And then I get back 6 brimstones.
Awesome.
And that's kind of it. The only way to get him back is to rally or somehow have the pink horrors die, which I don't think is going to be the case.
Okay, so with that, you get hold 1, hold 2, and you got your battle tag. That's a 10-point turn, Luka.
That is. I'm still only at 18 tier 20.
Awesome. Battle tactic, going to try to kill the brims. Gluttos is going to go ahead and pray to the Fane of Slaanesh. Now, it is battle round 3, so he does get plus... Oh, he didn't have to all out attack. He gets plus...
He was +1 to hit the whole time. But you just have your command point back.
No, because, well, yes, I'll take that. But it also means it would offset, and then it would have actually hit on 2s. Which means there's like...
Oh,
more
I see.
damage in there.
I see. That's
Let's
right.
check the footage. This
That's
is important.
true. It is important. How many more guys are dead? Because or we keep the all-out attack and hit on 2s. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, that's just 1 extra rule row. That's nope. That's the 1.
Okay.
All right, we can't change the past, but I feel better that we remembered.
Yep. It was 2 1s and 1 2 were the miss rolls, and then the other 4 attacks all hit. All right. Good to know. That's still the target. All the same, they're still the target for this for the battle
But
tactic.
it is a friendly unit, so it's companions. So it got confused again. So the companions wouldn't benefit from his aura.
Oh yeah, I guess the companions don't. So the all-out attack
would be important. Anyway,
yeah, it's a good thing you rolled the 1 on the wound roll. So it's all the same difference. Actually,
it's all the same difference.
We technically did it correctly.
But I'm still learning all this random crap I need to learn with Gluttos. Okay, so with that, let's do some spells.
Yes.
I've got. I'm gonna do. What?
I Banish my birds.
I'm gonna try banish it. And
7. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Bye-bye, birds.
Bye-bye, bird.
And then you still have 1 cast.
Yep, I'm just going to go ahead and cast a Crippling Famishment, which is the only spell he has. Crippling Famishment goes off on 12.
That's the 13.
Yeah, well, he doesn't get +1 normally.
Oh, I keep thinking. I don't have +1 to dispel.
As for the Feint itself, he's going to make the Flamers half move, half run and charge.
I gotta remember that. I'm gonna put a marker there. And that's the Crippling Famishment on there.
Yeah, they're slow now. Very, very slow.
Ooh, sad Tzeentch sounds.
Yeah. He's just going to give himself +1 to casting and binding. He takes
a
one
mortal. Yep.
mortal damage.
Making the spell even more difficult to deal with. And then you'll be more defensive on dispelling and stuff too. Okay.
Now, movements. Nothing too crazy.
I'm just gonna try and put the shield on them for a magical intervention.
Right.
But you have +1 to unbind now too. And I'm +1, -1 to cast.
So yours is just straight up.
I got it with a straight up, and do you stop it on a straight up?
On a straight up +1? Nope.
Off by 1. So that's going to give him a 5 aboard, and a further -1 to hit if it matters. Then we're going to gang up on my archers back here.
Yeah, we're going to try and make something happen. I'm just going to go up this way.
No point in really redeploying. I can't get in range of that objective. I guess I could make a charge harder. Yeah, I'm not going to care about it. It's all good. All right, shooting.
He's just going to shoot his thing at your little guys. Nope. Okay, and then we go into charges. We got this one over here.
Welcome to the fight.
There. They're going to go into there. Okay, done.
No counter charging on my end.
4s. I put 3 damage on 3 mortal wounds on the unit.
Oh, I got a single wound. 1 more wound for a
Don't kill anyone though, so they don't fight last.
We're gonna go with the wheels of excruciation.
The wheels of excruciation. Let's go, wheels. You got this. 2d6.
My Brimstone Honor Guard unit.
2d6 attacks. 8 attacks. 4s.
5s to hit.
5s to hit and 4s to wound.
Oh, 2.
Nice.
AP 1.
AP nothing.
Rend 1, Rend nothing. 6s.
This is do mortal wounds as you fly over. So
I see. It's like a lawnmower.
It's like a little lawnmower unit.
I ward it.
Good. And that's your attacks back.
I don't want to. I'm going to attack this thing. Maybe we'll get lucky. I just have 3 attacks with their basic weapons. 1 hit. And wound. No AP. No rend or anything.
6 up safe.
Oh, nice. Good. And then their disc attacks. 4s. We got a couple of hits.
Nice.
A couple of wounds. Rend 1.
They wound on 3s?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just do 2 damage.
2 damage. And that was my feel and pain roll.
Yeah.
So
You just take 2.
Yeah.
Takes 2, and we're going to attack back with the Visage.
Okay, Visage. Let's see. It's not too bad.
I got 5 wounds left.
Yeah, 3s to hit. And then 4s to wound at Rend 1. That's only 3.
There's going to be 5s to save. Ooh, that is going to do a damage to this guy and finish him all, or the unit finish that guy off. And then I got 2 wounds left. And me 5. I'm not even going to bother. Like, you're just going to heal 6. I'll do 4 damage. I'll pass. It's all good. You can attack me.
Just going to go straight into your brims. Let's go.
Yes.
Trying to kill some of these brims. 8 attacks on 4s. No point in doing all-out attack here. That'd be 2 at AP 1.
That's 6 damage. I don't have a save there. You might as well do your 4 attacks. Just,
I guess so.
Get them out of the way. A couple hits.
Nothing.
Nothing. No wound on 4s with that?
No. They wound on 4s.
Oh, okay.
I roll a 3.
I ward 1. I take 5. 5 brimstones die.
Okay, so I will get hold 1 for 4 and no battle tactics this turn as we move on to
The 4th battle round.
4th battle round.
You never know what the priority looks like.
What's the point? What are the points at?
The recap on the points. You're going to win that roll.
I'm going to take it just so I can play the game.
Fair. Yeah, do your thing. So that is the current score. I'm at 18 and you're at 24 and you have priority, but I'm still the underdog.
Double turning, so I can't score battle tactics.
No battle tactics, yeah.
Even though you're kicking my butt,
Yeah.
I'm still cannot do like a double turn.
The pacing of this game is definitely odd.
It's weird.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to pick one I just can't physically score, which is...
I don't even think you can pick one. I think you technically just don't even pick one. You just get to keep it in your store.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to... I can't even pick one. I'm just not going to pick one.
Yeah.
If not, I would use one that would be burnt. Other than that, we'll go straight into my hero phase. I'm going to give myself +1 to cast and whatnot, and I take 2 mortal damage.
Aha. Yeah,
Can't ward against that. Other than that, that is pretty much it. I just have spell casting.
Yep.
I'm going to try and get rid of that banished. I'm going to try banish that spell.
Goodbye. 7 up.
And it goes away. I'm going to try to crippling famishment on those flamers again.
I understand.
And it goes... No, it's a 6. I think it goes off on a 6. Doesn't go off. It needs. I needed to roll a 6.
I understand. I will go for a rally, I guess, and I don't think I want to cast a spell. I'm going to rally these guys to try and get that guy to full health, because I need them for later. And these are only enemies in the charge phase and the combat phase. And the movement phase, not the hero phase, though. I just heal 2. This guy goes to full. That's it for me. I'm not
Nice.
going to...
Well, I'm going to go ahead and do a retreat, but I'm going to move essentially over 6. So I can go 4 inches here and then 4 inches back to stay outside of 3.
Yep.
Like that.
Goodbye.
Can you bring guys back whenever they die, or only when?
I'll double check.
So I'm not going to do that.
We're going to go just right for the brims and these guys.
No, because I have to be outside of 3 inches because it flies, right? It's an FAQ. I can't end within 3 inches.
Yeah, that's weird, because some of the manifestations you still can. Like the pendulum can still stay in combat when it does its
I'm
move.
not sure if I can clip you and go back. I can go 5 inches forward and 3 inches back. So I can actually go onto the so 5 inches forward. Oh no, then I don't.
Oh, because you want to get the Lord of Change.
No, that's fine. I'm just going to get the brims.
Just the brims.
Just the brims. I'm going to send them this way like that.
Gotcha. Resolving the wheels.
Roll 6 dice. I roll under your armor value.
My armor value is 6, so roll 5 or less.
So you take 5 mortal damage.
That sounds right. I got the blessing up, which is going to reward 3 of them, and 2 brims go down.
Nice.
Let's lose a couple of brims over here.
Awesome.
Shooting! Can you get a third one?
Maybe he hits us.
Oh, it's a 3! It hits!
Hooray!
Who's it going for? The little brims?
Oh yeah, the brims. No rend on this.
No rend. Okay, well, 6 up armor, I guess. Okay.
Nicely done.
Yep. Because I assume that was like 6 damage or something?
Yeah, it's straight up 6 damage.
Yeah, fair, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Charging!
Do you want to counter charge?
Nope.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my wheels of my tonguey tongue over there.
Yes. Oh, the
on
tongue
4s,
effect.
and I kill you.
I'm dead. No, my.
Dead.
I will all out defense the brimstones, so they have a 5 up save.
Of course you will. Okay, 4s to hit. No point in doing anything fancy here. 3s to wound. That would be just 1.
Yep, 6 up. Pass it, and
Awesome.
then the 4 other attacks.
4s and 4s.
That's a wound.
Yep.
5 up, and 1 damage.
Yep.
5 up. That's a dead brimstone.
Awesome. I'll get 4 more points.
Huzzah! Oh crap. Put you at 28 to my 18 as we go to my 4th turn.
So you get a 10.
I'll get
it up.
I'll get a 10 automatically.
So tie it up, and then we roll off to see if you can double turn me and just win. You can. So
Yay.
we'll just call it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was some. I realized like his heal could like counteract the burn, but that means he doesn't get his heal. So I could have maybe punked him down, but I don't want to roll the dice. I don't care. I don't want to see it. But it was like a mechanic I had just thought of like a little bit ago. I'm like, oh, I could deal with him maybe. Anyways, that's pretty much all for the action. We just wanted to play out what the final score looks like. I'd get 10-10. You'd get another 4, and I'll show you the final score. Do ordained or maybe not ordained charge, but take a territory thing, and then I got a couple more options too.
Yeah.
All the same.
Kill him, which if
kill
you
him.
put everything into him,
I'm sure I
feel like
could.
you could kill him.
Over my 4th turn, he'll be on fire, so his heal's countered.
Yep.
And then on my 5th turn, probably finish him off.
That's right.
Playing out the rest of it by just getting battle tactics and secondary, Skari would probably, if Gluttos was still alive, we'll give him the 8 here just to take a piece of terrain with his big fat butt in my territory somewhere, because he could just retreat as he's going last. So if he's alive, he just goes to get that. If not, I get 4 for 8, and then I get 3 sections of 10. So I'll be at 38 points in the end. For things. And then we did give Skari an extra 4 points for ordained charge. That one needed to take an objective, so we.
Well, I physically couldn't have done it because it was.
And there was no other real options.
Because there was
to go
no
for.
objectives, literally.
Yeah, there was no
zero
objectives.
Other objectives, yeah.
So 8, 16, 22, 32. So it's only a difference of 2 points.
38. 6 points.
Oh, I have 38. I have 38. You have 32. I thought I had 36.
Yeah.
But that is essentially the end of it there, guys. That is
Close enough, even if I got my butt whooped.
It was like
which is what?
tight. It's a tight
Next
game
time I'm
of
giving
points.
you first turn in this mission specifically.
Well, yeah, use this as like I was completely blindsided by that interaction in this mission as well. It's definitely an odd one.
It went back to 3rd edition. Third edition double turn power.
Yeah,
it's this mission very specifically.
Yeah, it was like you got 10 points, I got 0. I'm like, geez. But then it's like built into it to give you a nasty double turn to get back into the game.
It's like interesting because each of the missions in Age of Sigmar gives you so many different ways to play the game.
Well, when we were
awesome.
messing around up here earlier, it landed there. I had no way to really deal with it. So my only hope was to get these two.
Now, if you don't get the double turn, and I would have just continued scoring that without like punity, it could have like easily gone.
You would have probably won.
Around.
You probably would have won because you would have had the 2 early turn 10s.
Well, it allows me to kind of, in that one turn where you took out my Bliss Barbs, it just allows me to keep them safe for a turn and then get Gluttos involved. And then later in the game, I still have my archers. I really like this list though. I think the Mosque is cute. I have to just kind of, test around stuff.
We were workshopping. You were workshopping it in between clips, anyways, as we were talking off camera. So there's already a few things you want to change up and play it differently.
Well, we'll see. There's a couple of different options I can do. I think number one is probably adding in another unit of Demonettes instead of the Mosque, or a second unit of Fiends instead of the Mosque. I really like that giant brick of Bliss Barb Archers, though. Like
that cover fire is nasty.
It's like surprisingly very, very, very strong. But maybe splitting it into 2 units of 5 would be better, so that it's not like all committed in one.
If they do get, if there's like a priority swap, something weird happens, they get caught in
at least
combat.
it's like less oomph, but at least over more turns, it like might add up over more.
And you
turns.
have like a second area you can influence and everything too. Like,
anyways,
even
I'm
15
curious.
shots is still pretty good on it, like covering fire.
Yeah, but then again, I might do. Instead of the second unit, then I might do a unit of Bliss Barb Archers on foot, which then maybe allows me to put in another unit of Seekers, so I can do more two choppy units that can take advantage of like go in and do some extra damage.
Yeah.
And I think I need to change to the Cavalcade, which allows my cavalry to fall back to retreat with no mortal damage and then charge after.
Right.
Which I think would give my, especially like when it gets stuck in, give me more chances to get that +1 damage and whatnot. So we'll see. Yeah.
The only thing I would change with my list, I actually liked everything about it. I would probably do covering fire with my fire guys a little bit more, just to spread out the fire damage a bit. And I probably
you only get to pick 1 unit per player turn.
correct. So I could cover fire and do it, but I kept getting drawn in by their cover fire because it is pretty good because it just ignores the modifiers. But putting something on fire and doing progressive damage over the course of the game could be better. But maybe they're just better at covering fire. They're kind of expensive, but they play the game really well.
Yeah.
And then I probably wouldn't do the bodyguard thing because every time I try and do bodyguard, it just doesn't work out. I don't really want this guy in combat to begin with, so why would I use bodyguard? I'm going to go with priority target.
I think
instead.
priority targets is better. Like it's
They're only
the
range
general
12 anyways.
specifically,
Yeah.
And the other unit that is the honor guard, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like against the honor guard specifically, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, they got so many.
it's okay.
Giving them +1 to hit wound when they're all 2 attacks in melee and shooting is not so bad. They don't have a lot of rend. They have 0 rend and 1 damage, but it's a lot of dice that adds up to a lot over a long period of time. So let's do that one next time. Otherwise, that's it for this game. Give me any pointers on the Tzeentch list that you want to see changed if
Well,
I
it
play it
worked.
again. I don't think I changed it though.
Actually,
I really
those
liked it.
flamers are really good too.
Yeah, they're a great
Very,
cleanup.
very
Something's
strong.
on fire.
Just
Get out of here.
totally dead. The amount of shots that comes out of that unit is wild.
Yep. Again, like against like something like Slaves of Darkness or Stormcast Eternals, we can use all-out defense to a 2-up save. That's not going to do a lot. But against another like non-armored unit, these guys are pretty good.
Well, we can say that Tzeentch came and pooped all over my party.
Yep, they won this weird chaos battle, and so chaos wins and chaos
We
loses.
go back to the warp once again, and another realm shall fall.
I can't. They have a name. It's like the Eternal War. They're always at war. There's some stupid nonsense.
like-
The Great Game or whatever.
Correct, the game, yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
we're right back to it.
Right back to it, lads.
Ready
Let's
for
go.
round 4
Gluttos
bajillion,
is like,
842
fine.
million.
You got me this time.
How exhausting. Happy wargaming, everyone.